Imagine your father is the sky. Now imagine he hates you so much that he tries to bury you alive. But he doesn't bury you in the ground. He buries you inside your own mother. This isn't a horror movie. This is the first 5 minutes of Greek mythology, and it starts with a scream. Welcome to the Cosmic War. Before Zeus, before Hercules, and before the Olympians, there was no order. There was only chaos. Today we are looking at the first crime in the history of the universe. We are going to see how the very first king of the gods turned his family into a war zone. Our goal? To survive the reign of Uranus. Let's go. In the beginning, there were two main players: Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth. They are the ultimate power couple. The sky covers the earth every single night. Naturally, they start having kids. First, they have the Titans. These guys are gorgeous. They are powerful, tall, and look like supermodels. Uranus is a proud dad. He's thinking, great genes, good job, me. But then, Gaia gives birth to the second batch. First, the Cyclopes, three massive giants, each with one single glowing eye in the center of their forehead. Then the Hecatoncheires, monsters with 50 heads and 100 hands. I want you to really picture that for a second. We aren't just talking about ugly. A Hecatoncheires didn't just have 50 heads. It had 50 mouths screaming in different languages at the exact same time. It had 100 hands grabbing at everything in sight, tearing up trees, crushing rocks, thrashing around without any control. Imagine the noise. Imagine the pure chaos of living with that. Uranus looks at this chaotic mess, at the one-eyed giants and the 100-handed beasts, and literally goes, "Ew." He is the god of the heavens. He wants his Instagram feed to be perfect. These monsters, they ruin the aesthetic. So Uranus makes a decision. He decides to hit delete on his own kids. He takes them, all of them, and he shoves them back where they came from. He imprisons them inside the earth, inside Gaia's womb. Crime count, number 1. Wait, pause. I need you to understand the physics of this. We aren't talking about a bad tummy ache. Gaia is the earth. Her children are the size of mountains. Imagine trying to hold a mountain inside your stomach while it punches and kicks to get out. That is Gaia right now. She is swollen, stretched, and in agony every second of every day. Meanwhile, Uranus, he goes back up to the sky. He thinks the problem is solved, out of sight, out of mind. But he forgot one thing. You do not mess with a mother protecting her kids. Gaia realizes her husband won't listen to reason. So she decides to speak the only language tyrants understand: violence. She digs into her own body, her own pain, and creates a new element: gray flint, adamant. Now this wasn't just a sharp rock. Gaia created adamant, the hardest substance in the universe. It is unbreakable. It is the same material that later in history, the chains of Prometheus and the gates of hell are made of. Gaia essentially invented the only thing in existence sharp enough to cut a god. She shapes it into a sickle, a curved blade designed for harvesting or butchering. She calls a secret family meeting with her pretty children, the Titans. She shows them the blade and says, "Your father is a monster. Who will help me kill him?" Silence. Absolute silence. Be honest. If your dad was the literal sky 10,000 feet tall, would you step forward? Comment yes or no right now. The Titans are terrified. They look at the ceiling, they look at the blade, and they look at the floor. If they miss, they die. Except for one. The youngest, the quiet one. Cronus. Cronus hates his father. Maybe he's jealous. Maybe he's ambitious. But he steps forward, grabs the jagged sickle and says, "I'll do it." Now, hold on. We need to understand why this matters. This isn't just a murder plot. This is the moment the cycle of succession begins. In Greek mythology, power is never given. It is taken. Uranus was the first tyrant. He believed he had the right to decide who lives and who is imprisoned based on his own vanity. Gaia's reaction proves the fundamental law of this universe. Oppression creates monsters. By imprisoning the monsters, Uranus actually created a bigger monster in his son, Cronus. Cronus isn't doing this just to be a hero. Look at the logic. Gaia needs a hitman. She needs someone willing to commit the ultimate sin. Cronus accepts the weapon because he realizes something. If he kills the king, he becomes the king. This is the moment the universe learned how politics works. To rule, you must be ruthless. To survive, you must be paranoid. The trap is set. Gaia hides Cronus in the shadows of the earth. He grips the sickle, his knuckles white. And here comes Uranus. He descends from the heavens, expecting his wife's embrace. He has no idea that his son is waiting for him in the dark. What happens next is the most brutal, bloody, and important event in mythology. It will create the Furies. It will create the goddess of love. And it will curse Cronus to the exact same fate as his father. Next time, the king falls, and the blood hits the water. Subscribe so you don't miss the castration.